Alright, Shalom. First off, I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh. We would like to give double honors to our apostles, our elders at Great Millstone. We would like to send salutations to all the Aki and Makir teachers on the four corners of sincerity and truth. As usual, we're going to start off with a couple scriptures, waking up the tribes and breaking down doctrine. Then we're going to go into prophecy.
This is Isaiah 48:17. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, I am the Lord thy power, which teacheth thee to profit, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go."
So the whole thing in this truth is, you feel me, is receiving the spirit of who you are. The Lord basically dealing with us as waking up a nation of people. We're waking up the elect of a nation of people. When you come into this truth, the main goal is to basically, first you have to build up your spirit to get in, to learn doctrine.
This is verse 18. "Oh, that thou hadst hearkened to my commandments, then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea."
Sirach 19 and 20. "The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency."
So the fear of the Lord is keeping his commandments. So it all comes back to keeping his commandments. That's what I said. Israel was given his commandments. That's basically who we out here for.
Verse 21. "If a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleaseth thee, though afterward he do it, he angereth him that nourisheth him."
Basically, they out of order. They're not teaching the 12 tribes who they are. So first, you have to start by knowing you are an Israelite, and then basically come fall in your fold, whether you be just a teacher or a prophet, whatever your lot is. Go ahead.
This is John 4 and 22. "Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. Yahweh is a spirit, and they worship him, must worship him in spirit and in truth."
So basically, you can't be like these Christians. You can't be calling him Jesus when you know his name Jesus. You can't be right. Yeah, I said when you know his name ain't Jesus.
It's a lot, my bad.
Especially how you have camps out here with the whole Christ thing, Yeshaya. No, you have to be pinpoint exactly. Like you gotta be on point with the truth, because only the elect is gonna have the truth and abide by it.
It's like that what we was bringing out in the sit down yesterday. That one when Yahweh seen Nathaniel and he was like, he a Israelite indeed. You gotta be indeed, all right. And that word means most certainly. You gotta be, you know.
Most certain of Israel indeed.
Come.
This is Jeremiah 6 and 16.
Right.
It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, you will not walk therein.
So our forefathers, they left us examples and different stories where we learned through this different things that they went through that should have been for our correction and stuff like that. So to see what they did, how they went off, basically like they righteous acts too, like the things Moses did or Isaac did, or King David. We're supposed to be learning from that and basically rehearsing those acts.
That was into that verse. Also, I said, watch me. This is verse 17. It says, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken.
So basically, he sent men out here to give you the warning to blow the trumpet. Basically, you still didn't listen. Like they walk past every day. They're not inquiring of what this are or who we are or what we're doing with these Bibles in our hand. They're walking dead. So they basically reject it. They don't even want to do it because they so caught up in this matrix and their everyday way of living.
Yeah, even if they are Israelites, to keep up like that guy that is down the street or whatever. He's always like talking about how like he knows he's an Israelite and he's teaching the people. Like he had a T-shirt that said like Judah on it. Like but you have all these like fucking like frat boy football like Israelite camps, right? That right, they don't stick to the word and sound doctrine. They're just all about either just like having fun, having picnics and cookouts and all that. All right, but right, that's not the time that we're living in. We're but as far as like GMS, are the people that teach the Bible properly, or which those are the people that are taught by GMS and continue in that same tradition and doctrine. Like we keep it simple. There's no fucking hip hop intros. There's no it's good to be like
solemn
yeah.
assemblies and
this is supposed to be a solemn. This is supposed to be like what we're doing is we're pretty much like we have that like Passover like mentality, like just like doing things in haste.
This is Proverbs 1:23. It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have sat at not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Oh yeah, so like the brother was getting into, you know, Israel don't never want to listen to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And when your calamity comes, the Most High is gonna laugh at you, because that's when everybody's gonna try to turn to the Lord. When martial law is set up, you know what I'm saying? And like Ezra's tell you, when people's houses is getting invaded, you know what I'm saying? When the perils and the destruction comes, that's when you're gonna want to turn to the Lord. But the time to do it is now. You know, like the brother had mentioned, you know, people walk by and it's like we invisible out here. There could be a street full of people and they just walk by us, you know?
That's what I said, we're here to give them a warning, and they missing something that's life changing. This is they can save their soul, but they so simple and they so proud and off their own way, off in this world that this don't even they're not even requiring it. They're not requiring the past of their forefathers. Like if they was really doing things the Bible told them, then they would understand what we is doing. But that's how you can tell that they so far gone, because they claim they're Christians, but they have no clue what this is. From what we got on, from the Apocrypha, they don't know what that is, what this means. They lost. Like they wouldn't know their own heritage if they seen it in front of their face.
Like I was talking to the brother Tawad earlier this week. It's like even us when we was in the world, when you see somebody just stop and change everything they doing to follow the word, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you inquire that? Why wouldn't that raise your eyebrow to say?
I used to try to like we always like back like I don't know if you can relate to this, like all you wanted to do was like get high all the time, like go to parties and all that. But then whenever you like meet someone who's like born again, like they be bugged out like anyway, but they like the thing is like they'd be like dealing with the scriptures and all that and trying to like get you to change and like try to like do this and that. But you try to like if you if you were like meeting your friends and you saw them in the distance, you kind of like do something like that.
Like we crazy, or like
and then niggas rejoice, like when you in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, like 2/3 niggas rejoice when if they see or they perceive you going up. Like I was I'm at this place where they feed us or whatever. But I thought they thought what I was eating was pork. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 niggas came over there like, oh, you eating pork? You eating pork? You know what I'm saying? So it's a fucking joke to them. You know, the body of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, it was beef and shit. You know, it just looked like pork, but you know, the niggas was rejoicing, man. So they just want you to be like them. You know, be wicked.
There's a scripture over there too. It says they get mad when you say not the same. Basically, like when you ain't doing the same stuff you used to be doing.
Yeah, that's that 1 Peter 4:2 in there, 2 through 5, something like that.
We got the big one.
It's 1 John 2 and what?
1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. Keep his commandments. He that said, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoso keepeth his words, in him verily is the love of Yahweh perfect.
So that's how you know Christians, they so biased. They only gonna believe what they was taught anyway. They not gonna go and look up the information we give it to them. Go research what they say on the posters. They gonna argue you down that you wrong and you don't know what you're talking about. They feel me, it's crazy, man. They gonna call you crazy or to appear and speak out before they examine the matter.
Matthew 7:22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name have done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Alright, so a lot of people are going to find out that the Lord wasn't like dealing with them. Like they're not going to find out like with necessarily him telling them personally. Alright, but starting with like all these phony Israelites and phony Israelite groups. That's going to start with them first, and it's going to trickle down to like all these like phony Christians, alright, that weren't like following sound doctrine. If you're not like following sound doctrine to the best of your ability, alright, which is talking about prophecy, alright, the entire volume of the book, the law, alright, the history and all that, and applying it, alright, and doing what you need to do to obtain salvation, alright, then if you're not doing that, then and if you're not of the elect anyway, then the Lord's not going to be doing it. Alright, that's what that means.
Alright, and also like dang, I just lost it that quick. Still somewhere in there?
Yeah. 1 John chapter 2, verse 5 in the middle of it. Here verily is the love of Yahweh perfect. Hereby now we are in him. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked.
So Yahweh Shai, he didn't come to do away with the law and prophets. He came to fulfill it. So he was still keeping the law. He was keeping the dietary laws. He was keeping the holy days, different things like that. He was the fulfillment of the law. So that's basically the same route you're supposed to be on. Is basically keeping the laws, but you applying faith and you believing in his son. So you're supposed to be doing the same thing and waking up the children of Israel. So, is it a little bit more on there?
Yeah. Verse 7. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye have from the beginning. The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which things is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past and the true light is now shining.
Kind. So right. So now we come back to know who we are, and we have more accurate knowledge. And that's why I said that spirit is in prophecy. That's why I said. That's what I was thinking of too. Great Millstone, really, and people who were taught by One West, and not even know our camps out of there. But we the only people, the Israelites, that teach prophecy. Everybody else, like, they could wake up the children of Israel that they Israelites, or be comforters or stuff like that. Try to start their own little communities and stuff like that. But they don't have the spirit of prophecy, prophesying the destruction of this place. That's what I said. That's only given to the man of the Lord. That's how you know, basically, that Great Millstone is the house of David.
Right.